Welcome to the Monona Community Media's Know Your Candidates interviews, co-sponsored by the League of Women Voters of Dane County. I'm your league moderator, Jim Kane. I would like to introduce Jeff Simpson, running for one of the three-year terms of the Monona Grove School Board. To begin with, we will give you a chance for a 3-minute opening statement, which should answer the following question. What educational, vocational, or civic experience do you have which qualifies you for this office, and why are you running for the Monona Grove School Board?
Okay. Well, my name is Jeff Simpson. I am currently an incumbent member of the school board. I've been on the school board for one term now, almost. I was appointed, then I was reelected, and now I'm back for reelection again. And what qualifies me, I went to Beloit College. I majored in business administration, but I also certified to teach. So I've been interested in education for a long time. I have 2 kids in the district, a 6th grader and a 3rd grader. My wife is a school social worker in the Madison district, so I've been kind of involved in education for all of my adult career. So.
Okay, now we'll have about 5 more questions, which you'll get about 2 minutes to answer each question. First is, what do you see as the major budget challenges for the district now that the governor's 2-year budget proposals are being worked on in the state legislature?
The major budget challenge is the budget, I guess, because if anybody that's paid attention, we're going to lose, if things go as is, about $450,000, and we're one of the lucky ones. Luckily, we're in a really good position. We have a great business manager in Jared Rossing, and we've really watched our budget, I think, really well. We're also lucky that we're one of the districts that get the most open enrollment, so we get a little bit extra money that way. The thing is, we just need to be conservative in what we do, but make sure that we're spending money in the classroom and for the kids. We have a great district here. I want to keep it a great district, even though the state isn't working with us very well to do that. But I think it's something that as we watch what we're doing and we stay on top of everything, that we'll be okay in the long run.
Standardized testing and Common Core have become complex and controversial issues for school districts. Mm-hmm. If given the flexibility, where do you believe the district should focus its attention on this issue?
On this issue? I think what we've done and what we always do is we focus our attention on the kids. In terms of this issue, it's not that complex because we've been working with Common Core state standards for years now, and we've done a lot of pilot testing in some of these programs in our district. So we've been involved all along. It's complex, and there's a lot of people that don't know the issues that have made it more complex than it is, but technically it's not that complex. I'm for continuing on with Common Core state standards. I think there's an overabundance of testing in Common Core state standards, but that testing, the overabundance of testing, standardized testing, has been around for years now, and that isn't new to Common Core state standards. So one thing I do think that we do as a district is we don't overvalue the test. It's unfortunate that we're graded on the test through the state report cards, but I don't think as a district, I think we put a pretty good premium on what the test is and who the student is, and we have some great teachers that allow us to do that.
How do you envision yourself keeping up with the multiple constituencies in 2 different communities, including students, parents, teachers, administrators, but also the taxpayers who are not part of either of these groups, but whom you still have to answer to?
I think one thing that I've been that's been a priority of mine is being open and being available. I've always answered emails that come to me. I talk to anybody in the community that wants to talk to me. I think in the end we're all taxpayers, but we also all have a moral obligation to teach all the kids. So you got to kind of balance the two. But I think the biggest thing to handle all consistency, I think the whole constituency all cares about one thing, and that's educating our kids. And I think that's, as long as that's the number one priority, and I always stay available. I'm, you know, my phone number and address are on the website. I'm actually a blogger and so I'm very available. Everybody knows where I stand and knows if there's any information they need from me, they know they can get it, and they know I won't shy away. I will give them whatever information they need. So,
What personal qualities distinguish you in this election, and why do you believe this will help make you the best representative on the board?
I think that I've always had a passion for education. I think that I can get along with people in all aspects of life. I've been in sales. I never actually went into teaching. I know I talked about it earlier. Never went into teaching, actually got into sales, so I've been in sales and own my own business for a long time now. So it's been very valuable to learn how to get along with everybody, hear different points of view, hear different ideas, and I think I bring all of that to the table. I think I'm very fair. I think I'm very independent. I think I'm not scared to ask questions that need to be asked. And so I think I'm very inclusive of everybody in the district.
What one issue do you want to commit your passion and your focus on during this next term on the board?
I don't know. There's so much going on in the schools right now, I don't think you can do one issue. But if I had to pick one issue, it would be the long-range facilities planning committee, building committee that I'm on right now. I helped, Dean Bowles is currently chairing it. I'm on it. I've been after getting this committee formed since I've been on the board, because I think we need to look long-term instead of, there's so much growth in our community that I think we don't want to show up one day and have 50 kids in a classroom. I think it's very important that we really plan long-term and try to plan around the budget and try to plan around everything that's needed so that we give every kid every year the best chance at a quality education. And I think that's what is going to come out of this long-term building facilities committee. And that's probably the one issue, but there's so many more. So,
At this time, we have time for you to have a closing statement, and we've set aside a minute for that.
Okay. I just would say that I think I've served very well, served a good term on the board. I hope that you feel that I've done a good enough job to re-elect me and put me back on the board. I think we have a lot to do. I think, as I mentioned, the long-term facilities committee is an important step. I'm also currently on the policy committee where we're rewriting every policy that we have to bring it up to date to the new, just the new world that is out there. And I'm on that, and I think that that's important work that we're doing. I've been very involved in after-school, summer school, which we're increasing. Another thing I like to do. So I think I'm not finished. I think we've got a lot more to do in this great district, and I think in a few years it's going to be an even better district, and I want to be a part of it. And so please vote for me on April 7th.
Thank you. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but I want to thank you for joining us. I'd also like to thank the viewers for watching and remind everyone that Election Day is Tuesday, April 7th. Please vote. If you would like more information about voting procedures or obtaining a copy of the League's Candidates Answers publication, call the League office at 232-9447 or visit our website at lwvdanecounty.org. On behalf of the Monona Community Media and the League of Women Voters of Dane County, I thank you for joining us.